hear a lot of studs or masc presenting people complaining about femmes in relationships, treating them like men, expecting the same heterosexist standards that they have when they're in relationships with men with a masc presenting woman or a masc presenting person. And that's slavery. So we don't need to do that.
Yeah. So if you've been around TikTok or Twitters or like whatever, anything that y'all saw the video of, there was a photo shoot going on, and
a graduation photo shoot
going on, and this I guess I don't know how they.
I don't know if she said she's a stud, but like masc. This masc person
attempted to pick up the graduate and put them up on the platform thing.
They were taking photos.
They were taking pictures of, and they were unsuccessful at it. And then a man comes along and lifts her up and puts her on the platform successfully.
And then lifts her up too, like he really just like it was. I would have been like, the fuck. Okay, whatever.
And then naturally that started this crazy discourse. It just went way left, and people are like, oh, that's why she gonna leave you for a man, and like just go ahead and let the man take her, and like blah 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 blah. Come to find out that wasn't even her girlfriend.
Right? She doing a side gig.
That's just like she just at work trying to lift this person up.
She got paid $55 for that damn shoot. No. You want her to throw out her back?
She did try though, but
she did try.
She did try, and so it's exhausting to see like men entering into this space and entering in this comments, and it's even more exhausting to see your face. If you're listening on Apple Music or on Spotify right now, you should see.
They can hear the twitching.
Saria is literally twitching.
They can hear it. They can hear my eyeballs twitching
at this conversation. So I don't even know where to start.
Okay, here's the thing. Cause like, okay, I saw mostly masc presenting people getting their jokes off at this stud's expense, yes, or whatever. Oh, you can't pick up your girl. I'm in the gym. I would never let no man do that. You can't be no stud if you can't pick up. And at first it was like, oh, we're joking.
Yeah, we're
joking. But then I was like, there's some truth. There's a dark truth to this. And then sorry, I was gonna say Nick Sells, but I'm gonna.
Well, we know what you mean. Yeah,
the men's, the ashy community, the ashy male community on the internet picked up this story and started putting a lot of like edits and being like, yeah, that's why she want a real man. She need a, like they were putting that song like she need a big dog. She won't want no da 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 da.
And that's where shit went left.
Okay, that's where shit went left, but that's where shit should have shut down. That's when I wanted the lesbian community to stand up and be like, yo, we're getting jokes off over here. It's not your time. Yeah. It's not your turn to speak.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's not our turn to speak.
We can joke about this.
We can joke about this. But what happened was, instead of that happening, what happened was the studs were like, oh no, studs down 10. We're embarrassed. It's her fault. Oh, and they were being fat phobic to this girl, to this person, and like being like real shitty.
First of all, they were both wrong. Okay.
Who's both wrong?
The girl who needed to be picked up and the stud. All right.
Why?
Okay. I watched the video. Okay. Some of y'all should have been in cheerleading instead of basketball. Okay, when you're trying to lift someone up,
yes,
it's a two-man thing. It's a two-person thing. It's 1, 2, down, up. That girl should have bent her knees and lifted up. Mm-hmm. Could have helped her get up there. Mm-hmm. She could have got up there. Mm-hmm. All right, that's just my thing. Like she got off pretty easy with that.
Okay, this is the thing though. She is a photographer. She is an artiste. She is not an athlete. She's not there for weightlifting. That hoe should have said, if you can't get me up there and I can't lift myself up there, then we don't need the damn picture.
Take the picture off. Yes, that is right. And I also feel that like this wasn't even like her girlfriend or that. And I think a lot of people automatically assumed like, this is your girlfriend. Oh, you can't lift your girl up. And it's like, bitch, I'm on the clock. I'm not picking this bitch up. Like that completely changes the context of the video. Because I think if my girl did try to pick me up and failed, I would probably have some jokes behind it.
Listen, jokes between the people you love, that's beautiful.
It's funny.
But, and like, you were also very athletic, so you could pick your girlfriend up. I know you could. I know you could pick her up and throw her across the room.
That was another thing.
Throw her through a hoop.
That's another thing. And that was something, too, with the jokes that because I also saw a little bit of, like, people being like I'm just a girl type of attitudes towards the whole thing, too. And it's like, I get what you mean, that, like, yes, men are going to be naturally, like, stronger.
Some men, exactly.
No, I'm just saying. Okay,
yes. No. In general.
Yes.
Yeah.
But the whole, like, oh, but she's just a girl, like, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, strength is not exclusive to just men. Like, I feel that. Like,
for sure.
I know plenty of women that could have picked that girl up.
Absolutely.
It's.
But those women pick things up. Like,
not necessarily. Like, you don't have to be an athlete to know how to pick somebody up. You don't have to be an athlete to go to the gym and to get strength. Like,
for sure. Strength is not gendered, but it is. It is gendered. In our culture, overall, strength has always been gendered, right? The idea that even like women who can pick people up, or women who are strong, their womanhood is then denied to them.
Yes. No, yeah, that I understand.
Like, strength has always been gendered, and it need not be. We don't need to. So, and also, like, I think a lot of the discussion really got very, like, first of all, very gendered, heterosexist, but also fatphobic, ableist, very ableist. Someone in my comments was like, you can't be a stud if you can't pick your girlfriend up. And I'm thinking, I'm sorry, what if my girlfriend is bigger than me? What if my girlfriend is way bigger than me? So I can't.
You need to get in the gym, get your weight up.
What? I can't no fat bitches. That's not fair. So femmes can't be big, right? What if, and I even pointed out, I was like, what if a stud is disabled? So they're not a stud no more? You can't be a stud if you're disabled? Like, what if I got back problems? What if my knees f***ed up? I know some of y'all knees is f***ed up.
Right.
All right? I hear y'all when y'all sitting down and standing up. Sound like a bowl of marbles on the ground.
Like, you can't do that. Like, yes, absolutely.
And
like,
I think also it revealed kind of like the fact that a lot of lesbians are clinging to heterosexist gender norms. And I know y'all don't like when I use gender theory words, but I don't know how else to describe it. Like, it's very, like, to me, I made a little TikTok about it. I think it's male-centered. I think it's male-centered to be like, because the issue wasn't that she couldn't pick her up. The issue was that she couldn't pick her up, and then a man came along and did it. And the thing is, and people are like, well, that's why you lesbians need men. Because,
and that's how it got to the point where it's like, this now it's not funny no more.
Now it's not funny no more.
Because I always think it's funny to be like, yo, get your weight up. If you can't do something physical, I'm the first to say that. I'm sorry. Not in
whatever. I can't do shit.
Get your weight up. Okay?
I know.
I'm sorry. I hang around a lot of like very strong women, and it's just like,
okay, but some of us are intellectuals.
You can go.
Some of us can pick up some soft cover books.
Get in the gym. Like, and
I feel that,
but when it comes to the point where like, oh no, you can't be this. Oh, this is why you need men. Like, then it's like, all right, jokes now this is a whole different conversation.
That's
now.
right.
And now this is turned into something that's light and playful, and now this is something that is very dark and ugly.
Yes.
And that should not be happening, and we have to shut it down now.
Yes. And when the ashy-lipped community comes and enters the conversation, it is our job to shut them down and be like, this is not your conversation to have, and we don't actually prescribe to these gender norms. We are just making jokes.
Yeah.
But what a lot of y'all did was go, oh no, we gotta stand up. Oh no, the studs is taking L's. Y'all are not taking L's. and I had men in my comments and stuff being like, well, you know, that's why you need, if you gonna be the top, you gonna be the mask, you gotta protect your girl. Protect them from what? Men? I need a man to protect me from men? Like, what is that? I don't even love her, but that joke is fire. Like, a man is like a gun. You're more likely to be killed by the one in your house.
Yes.
Like, what are y'all talking about? We wouldn't need protection if y'all had therapy.
Yes.
So,
and this is why all the women chose the bear over the man.
Thank you.
In that conversation.
And also, like, I'm sorry. No, like, people, this is also an issue. I think I hear a lot of studs complaining about, or mask presenting people complaining about femmes in relationships, treating them like men. Mm-hmm. Treating them like men, expecting the same heterosexist standards that they have when they're in relationships with men, with a mask presenting woman or a mask presenting person. And that's slavery. So we don't need to do that.
Yeah.
Like, again and again and again, I just want freedom for my people. I just want people.
Yeah, because it's like if you want to like dispel these norms, like stop putting these pressures on yourself.
On yourself and on others that are like you in your community. Like, it's ridiculous. And I don't think we would have the same discourse if it was a femme who couldn't pick up her mask partner. Don't think so.
I think it would have been like,
we would have just gotten cute jokes off.
If she would have been able to do it, I think that almost probably would have been the same thing. It would have been worse.
Exactly. It would have been worse. Because as a femme, she's supposed to fulfill the woman
like,
role.
oh, you're just going to let your girl pick you up like that? Like,
yup.
It's the
same. Yup.
It would have been the same conversation.
Yup.
That we would have been having.
So many of the problems in, like, the lesbian community, especially in the Black lesbian community. I mean, I know the white dyke got their problems, but, like, especially in the Black lesbian community, is the cleaving to heterosexual, like, ideals of courtship and love and relationships. And that is where the toxicity comes in. And I just want us to free ourselves. Like, read, speak to one another. Yeah. And like, just reimagine those standards. I know that's hard to do, but reimagine those standards. We have a chance every day to make a world that's better. Because you know who hates those heterosexist standards? Heteros. They're fucking miserable.
They are miserable.
They're so miserable. They hate each other. Women, the straight women hate straight men. Straight men fucking hate straight women. And it's not that they hate each other. It's because they hate the roles that they were assigned.
Yeah.
Nobody assigned you lesbian at birth. So you can just make your own rules.
And carrying around a step stool. That probably would have solved a lot of this.
Thank you. I'm sorry. I'll never in my life give a man a dub for something that a step stool can achieve. Let's not.
And who posted the video? That was like
Ronald
No,
Reagan.
Stop it. No.
Ronald Reagan. He was cooking that shit up like he was cooking up crack.
I think I left this comment. The cameraman is the real villain. The cameraman is the real villain because whoever was behind the camera knew exactly what they were filming.
The cameraman.
They knew exactly what was going to become of this video. They knew this was going to be taken out of context. They understood. Like, whoever did the camera probably knew they're not even in a relationship. I'm just here with the photographer. It's probably the photographer's girlfriend. That's my theory. But anyway.
My theory is that the cameraman was a CIA operative.
Stop it.
Sent by the ghost of the Reagan administration.
You know, but the good thing that came out of this, I saw a lot of people who are taking up strength training, a lot of lesbians that are now going to the gym and are working out because, you know, strength training it's good. Everybody should be strength training. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Everybody who's able.
If you're capable.
If you're capable of strength training, you should be strength training so your muscles and your bones do not disintegrate once you turn 80. So I think it's going to be a real sexy summer.
I think the real good thing that actually did come out of this is that people, at first the jokes were getting off or whatever, but people have started having this conversation about why we stick to these standards. And I think it could lead us possibly to freedom. if we have this conversation enough and we start breaking down these strictures, these gender norms that we've placed on ourselves, then I think possibly we could have the Underground Railroad.
No. I think the men are always going to find ways to like infiltrate our conversations and ruin everything. So
no, they're not. Ignore and block.
People cannot ignore. No, people cannot ignore ignorance online,
and that's the male-centeredness of it.
Yes,
that's why it's male-centered.
Yeah.
Because it's the response is to men who are claiming that they are superior to lesbians because they can. Some of them in my comments, I'm like, you know good and goddamn well, if you tried to pick up anything, that you would break them sad ass knees.
So many men that do not have the upper body strength or the knees
or the lumbar support
to pick up anybody.
You know your bones is soggy as shit. And don't even try it.
And then the other thing, that thing was pretty high up in the air. Some of y'all, a lot of y'all are like 5'6". 5'4" Y'all can't pick up nobody and put her up there. Y'all gonna have to
and that's okay. I love me a tiny little pocket prince.
I'm talking about the men.
Oh, the men.
I'm talking about the men that were like, oh yeah, I can do that. Like, no.
Yeah.
Some of y'all can't even. Y'all have to stand on your tippy toes,
that's right,
on top of each other to put her up there.
No, for sure.
I know you like a little pocket print stud. I know.
I do love a little pocket print stud.
But now they get to the gym. They're gonna be able to sling you around all summer. Throwing you on their back.
Around. But anyway. Oh, also another thing. I'm sorry. If you're doing something and a strange man comes around and picks you up, call the police. Sorry.
I would have like.
He probably funky. You don't know that man.
Like, trip him on his way out. Like, yeah, thank you for doing that, but also.
But nobody asked you.
Yeah. Throw rocks at the back of his head.
Anyway.
You got to even it out, balance it. But
anyway,
we got to get on. We got to move
on. Those were our Femme Topics. Please give us a shout, send us an email, send us a comment if you want us to talk about something. What's your point of view on it? Can you pick up your girlfriend? Yes. Are you free? Anyway, I know you could. I
know like two in Pilates, like right now, that could have stole her up there.
For sure, because they're in Pilates. Anyway, please stay tuned and stay strapped or whatever.